So, I really didn't want this to be my first video ever, but I have to talk about this mouse because I've been looking for well, Thunder's probably agreeing with me. I've been looking for a vertical mouse to use for a lot of things, and of course the lighting's not very good, so let me kind of adjust that a little bit. Um, wow, my audio sounds horrible right now, I think. But this is God, I don't remember how much I paid for this. We've had some flooding in my house, and this just happened to get flooded over, and I actually don't care about it because it's going to go to the e-recycler pretty quick. But it's the Zelotes C-18 Vertical mouse. It is a vertical mouse. I don't think I paid more than $30 for it, so that should immediately tell you something about a vertical mouse that is less than $50. Um, I really wanted to like this thing. I really did, but there's a bunch of things that I'm just not even gonna do on camera because this thing is not even worth the money. So you probably can't even really see the box because it's so water damaged from the flooding in the house, but we'll go ahead and show the box, and it makes a really interesting claim. FPS. I didn't know a mouse could affect my FPS. Right? So, excluding the actual learning curve you have to do to really go through to get used to using a vertical mouse, this had some really cool features, some really good ideas. So, first, the cable's really nice. If they could have just put the effort into um, the build quality of the rest of this thing, then I probably wouldn't be so mad. So we'll go over some of the buttons and some of the features, but really quick, the software that it wants you to install, Windows will flag it as malware. It's not really good software anyway because you don't need it. You just need to do keybinds in whatever game you're playing. So, first of all, the buttons are horrible because if you try to shift to use your scroll wheel, it will bind up the wheel. And it has positive clicks. This is your DPI button right there in the middle, where it normally is. So, like on the Logitech G305 here, your DPI button's right here. You can it's got some quick settings. This is kind of my go-to mouse for most things. It's a quality mouse, not a lot of money. Certainly better than this. You have your forward back buttons here. However, this has a feature that I would love to see implemented on an actually good vertical mouse. I use either a trackball or a vertical mouse for work because pronation of the wrist is an actual issue. I do a lot of mouse work in my day-to-day. It is what it is. But this has a joystick here, and from what I can tell, let me get some of the water off of here because, like I said, this is going straight into the e-recycle. I'm just gonna go and do the video, upload it, and be done with it. This is a joystick, and I'm pretty sure it's a multi-directional, so it not only is it forward and to the side, it'll register in between. So if you're holding it like this, you don't have to use WASD, which this is where the complicated part of this comes in. is you can use this as your WASD, and also it has a click function. That is the only saving grace of this mouse, and it is not, it doesn't save the mouse. It's the only good feature it has. The software, if you want to change the RGB, because it has like this strip right here and right here. So on your face button side and on your thumb side, there's little strips on the side that are RGB. And the only way to really control those that I found, unless there's another software out there like OpenRGB or something else, I don't know, that can control RGB lighting, then this is not a good mouse. The tracking is okay, but it doesn't feel good unless you have a really, really good mouse pad. These feet on this aren't very good. They like to stick, and even me just doing that with my like actually freshly cut nails as of yesterday, it's already marring up the pad, the mouse pad that it needs to be able to move and glide smoothly. And the DPI settings are weird. I can't really tell if it's me or the mouse that doesn't know what 100,000 DPI feels like. I'm sorry, 10,000. It claims up to 10,000. 100,000 DPI would be just insane. But I was looking forever, and I'm like, okay, this is only like 28, 30 bucks, whatever it was, whenever I bought it. And it's just not a good mouse. And it's weird now that I look at it from this angle. It's almost like instead of the actual pads that your fingers sit on to click the buttons being individual pieces, I think they're like just bending whenever you press it instead of being actually actuated on the surface. So, or on like the hinge, it just, there's so much wrong with this. It's such a cool idea. Logitech, or my other go-to mouse brand is Razer. I don't use them a lot, but they're better than most. If you were to develop a mouse like this, I would buy it and use it. I don't know exactly how useful the thumbstick is. Honestly, I can think of a few uses for it. You would have to like train yourself to do it, but in cases where moving forward and strafing, or moving forward and changing your camera angle is a thing. So you're moving forward, so this would move you forward, and this would pan your vision. So like you're aiming, so forward, up, down, left, right, changing your perspective. That'd be really cool. Now, is it for everyone? Probably not. Using a vertical mouse is just a learning curve thing. But in this case, I think there are better options, and the novelty of this particular control option is better left to WASD at the moment. However, I'm gonna do some testing with it. I'm gonna see if it's actually worth it, if it still works, because it was underwater for like a day, but I never had it plugged in, so we'll see. But at the end of the day, the Zelotes C-18, this is a hard pass. Especially if you're a Windows user, because it tries to install the software automatically. Don't install the software. It flags as malware. That's a huge problem. Obviously Chinese made, but I hope to have some other videos up soon. Um, Nothing is poorly devised as this one. This is just off the cuff. Appreciate anybody who got this far. Please consider a like and subscribe. I hope to have some more tech content out and maybe some shooting content. But until the next video, again, thank you for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world.